Hey.
Hello. Here we are. About to step into the future.
We're there. We're so far into the future and we need to slow down.
Right. Yeah. I feel like I'm stepping into this new year consciously, maybe for the first time ever. You know, maybe for the first time ever. Just conscious of the blessing that it is, the moment that it is, myself. And I'm just kind of in amazement lately at everything. It's a lot of joy. A tremendous amount of joy.
For me, it's like holding something like very precious. I don't know. Do you know the book The Alchemist?
Yes, I haven't read it, but I do know what you're talking about.
So he actually starts his journey here in Andalusia, where I am right now, in Spain. He goes
Really?
down, he goes down to the city of Tarifa, and then he meets like an alchemist, like a sage type of dude.
Mm-hmm.
And he tells him like you need to go through the world, like you have like a spoon, and on the spoon you have a drop of oil, just one drop of oil on the spoon, and you need to go, see the world without dropping that little oil drop. So, and then he concludes that if you go around the world looking like intensely to every stimulation, every single thing, you're gonna come back and see that the drop, there's nothing there anymore because you've been all over the place.
Mm.
But if you go around the world like this all the time, looking at the drop, wondering if it's gonna fall, then you're gonna come to the end. The drop is gonna be there, but you're gonna see nothing. You're gonna see nothing
Mm.
of the world. So I feel like this is this feeling that I have. You say joy and gratitude for stepping into the new year with awareness. For me is like exactly what you're saying. And it's kind of contained. It's kind of like I have this need to be in my hoodie all the time. And it's like I have something many don't. You know what they say, like this the sage dresses plainly, but he has a lot of gems within him. So I'm just kind of
Mm.
it's like I'm trying to, oh, Jody's here. I thought she's not gonna be. Anyway, um, I feel like I have to protect this joy. Like this is my kind of
Mm.
like what you said. I'm coming into the new year with this awareness, and I feel like I have to guard it with pitchforks and like an angry mob. Like get away from my awareness. Like I'm not letting you through.
Wow.
All right, everybody concentrate.
Okay.
Wow, this I don't have to ask this group twice. All right, that's good enough. Guys, wow. My normal clients, I have to say that, come on back. Okay, I got to keep shuffling, keep shuffling. This one is instant, boom, it's there. Oh, it's very nice, peaceful. We're all sitting here having a good time and just enjoying ourselves, and no pressure, no expectations are going on. And we're just sharing the love. The Cabbage Patch Creeps can give a pretty good reading. And we're just kind of trying to come to a new level of awareness and raising our vibrational frequency together and doing that with a good sense of cooperation. And then I'll give a little helping card. Our helping card is justice. So just keeping things balanced and fair and equal, and the yin and yang, and just go with the flow, with just maintaining that instead of going from one extreme to another, just keeping it really, really even keeled. And I'll show you the cards. The Four of Cups is the first one that came up. Sitting under the tree, just kind of lazy, just chill. The second one is the Two of Cups, and that is just sharing good mental, heartfelt emotions, and also mental stimulation between your heart and your mind, just being really good connections. And I think that's what we're doing here. Judgment is breaking through to new levels and coming up to a new frequency and learning new awarenesses, and just really coming up to the next level. So that's what we're working on. And our helping card, even though this is a pretty gross one, it's the Justice, and just keeping everything balanced. She's got a lot of, she's been eating too much cheese. Sinus problems on that one.
The body gives justice.
Right. Yeah, it's called karma, right? It's probably what you're feeling is, I've had a friend that just had to go to the hospital yesterday. So that might be what's coming through. Someone that had like terrible chest pains. Yeah, now I'm like, so definitely.
What would you like to say to them?
It's actually the husband of that gal I was telling you about before, that's all centers defined. She's probably driven him crazy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm to the hospital. Too much stress, heart problems is what it is. So, and it's always at this time of the year too, I think, when a lot of people have extra pressure. And even if it's fun, if you have a lot going on, it can be overwhelming. And then you just say, I just need a nap. I need to step away. So that's, yeah.
We just talked, I think it was 2 sessions ago. You weren't here. We were talking about the pressure for holidays to make everything perfect and make enough food and stuff. I think Casey, you were.
It's like there's so much pressure for everyone, and it's almost like the pressure of every holiday like approaches you when the holidays approach. It's like all of the pressure comes, and DC and I were just, noticing just the way people drive, the way people walk around when we're out. It's just like everyone is just in this, and it's palpable for everyone. And it just, I almost feel like sometimes I'm moving in slow motion when I'm around, everyone. And it's like everyone else is just kind of in this, and it's very taxing on everyone. And this is, it's a season for gratitude, for gathering, and maybe the one time of year to let all of that go, and instead it's like extra. Yeah, but certainly our best wishes and prayers for your friend. Well, hopefully he's already getting the help he needs in this beginning.
Yeah, at least he's in the hospital under good care, so that's good.
That's good. Hopefully he's already beginning to come back out of it.
So,
Yeah, we'll certainly keep good energies flowing your way into him.
okay, thank you.
Sometimes, even I feel like for the first time in a long time, and it's like a continued sobriety is kind of a continued out of body experience, it seems like, for a period of time, because it's like Kay said, I'm in slow motion now relative to the rest of the world, and I was submerged in it, or in the current, I guess I should say, and now a little bit different spot, maybe moored on the bank and looking at what's flying by. Um, and folks, it really ramped up over the holidays. And of course, even the happy things, the pressure on everyone, even the happy times and the turn of the new year, but the pressure that comes with the new year, or regrets that people may be leaving behind. And then, like Kay said, even the cumulative effect of the stress of holidays past, or memories of maybe events or people, or just the feelings that you found yourself immersed in, or focused on those times. So I feel kind of I feel in a totally different place this holiday season, but in a way just sort of a half phase off enough to see where I had been.
I resonate completely with the part that you said with the weeds. I used to say that on when I started the channel on the YouTube and everything, and when I started doing lives 2 years ago on Inside Timer, I used to say I was smoking so much every day that the day that I used to take a break was the day that I had the altered state of consciousness.
Mhm.
So does it feel good, David, or weird or awkward, or just you're just noticing a different viewpoint?
Just noticing a different viewpoint overwhelmingly feels fantastic. Because I've got clarity, and already, and each day, a sense of accomplishment,
Mhm.
with that too. So just a little bit of like, hey, I'm proud of myself.
That's- it was like that judgment card that came up at first was just us all going to a new level, new frequency, rising up.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm.
I guess the desire to believe in something more than what we see in front of us is on one extreme the reason why some folks get taken by someone like you were describing, and on another extreme um a basis for organized religion or cults, or other dogmas. We've got, we want to believe, there's something more beyond what we can see or feel right now or know. So yeah, that's a dangerous spot sometimes, or a spot to reach in, that I guess it's a jungle, I guess is the best way to put it. You can find the best things, or the worst things for you in the same wilderness.
Yeah, so true. I think people just want a quick answer, a quick fix, and they're looking for that one magic bullet that will fix all of their problems. whether that's religion or a psychic person telling you, you know, that they're
Mhm.
going to fix all your problems.
And just the conditioning that we don't already have it. You know, where everything telling us you have to get it from outside. And so we don't, when we want to see that, or when we want to have the knowing, it's already in us. If we look inside and truly examine.
Yeah, what made every bit of that reading true was the confirming of what we already felt and knew and sort of had, you know,
Mhm.
what Kay already has. So I like things that tune into that vibration. There's some reading I do that the author is not trying to put forward any sort of dogma or any sort of or demands on me other than, hey, just feel this and see how it resonates with you. You know, that's and yeah, that's the sort of thing I've been appreciating lately, other than maybe some directions I grew up with or other types of guidance that I've been exposed to.
Mm-hmm. Because everyone's going to resonate with something different. It's not going to be the same for everybody. Something you might read the same thing in a different book or a different author, basically saying the same thing, but it won't mean anything to you until it's worded a certain way. And then you'll be like, oh, I get this now. So it's all about the delivery, I think, too, and what you're hearing.
Yes.
Very individual to each person.
The more I study the gene keys, the more it's like the leaders are gonna be of the new world are gonna be like the teachers that can step down from authority at any point. Like, okay, I'm this leader, but in 20 minutes, if somebody comes and knows something that I don't know, I'm just like, okay, you have the air, you have the stage, you go up there, and there's nothing ego about it, nothing like that. And like you said, Dave, it's like, here is what I'm offering. You want to take it or leave it. And then what you said, Jolyn, um, it's also about like individual how they learn. This is what I learned. And like you also, Dave, said, like guidance we've been conditioned by from our parents is something that I've taken on myself. And then let's say in certain relationships, I try to pass on the knowledge in this particular way, the way that my dad, and it always comes with like a little bit of guilt, a little bit of conditioned love, a little bit of, oh, I'm gonna give you this knowledge, but anyway.
Mm.
And then I realized, okay, let's say with one of the relationships, the person that I was trying to teach something, they had like deaf channels. And there are these channels in human design which are deaf channels, which are basically I can teach you something, but as I'm telling you that, it's not coming through. It's not coming through. It's not coming through. You have to be constantly surrounded by that information, which is not pushed on you. And then 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, the person comes to me and says, you know what insight I had? And then it's like almost word for word the same thing that I was doing. And they don't remember. They just it's a deafness channel. It's a mechanism that's actually keeping people to stay individual, to keep out external noise for their creative process. And that could be amazing. That could be a superpower, or it can be like la 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 la, you know. So it's very much about like how a person learns things, how do they absorb information. And then a little bit frustrated when somebody comes and like, look what I found out. No, that I gave you that. I gave you that. But then but then I gotta step down from the ego, like we just spoke. I have to be like, the message, like you said, Dave, like the message is important. Take it or leave it. It's not about if I delivered to you, because like that's one of my biggest, let's say my biggest things that I took. I think it's from my dad, and that's I gotta be the one to teach it to you because it's kind of like my wisdom, but no wisdom is my wisdom. Like everything that like Nikola Tesla, he didn't the energy didn't come out from him. He found out that it was there. So like all wise things that we ever come up with is already there. Oh, the sun exists, fire exists. I found fire. Okay, 10,000 years ago, someone else also did it. And when I realized if I let this go, if I let go of this, if I let go of my self-worth being in that, what am I left with? And this has been such a big thing lately. Like it's such a relief because then I don't have to prove that I did anything. I could just be having fun like those cats in the cards. But then on the other side, like where is my worth now? If I'm not the one, like if it's not my wisdom, my knowledge, if I'm not gonna guide, but yeah. Yeah, there's no conclusion that's coming to me as it's going. So
Well, I'd say that is the true wisdom, is just knowing that you don't have to use the ego to be like, it is me, it's coming from me. And that is truly wisdom. So yay.
thank you. All true strength is exactly the opposite of everything we've ever been taught.
Yeah, a case of not being able to hear when it was something that I was really interested in down the road, which is tarot cards. I was in college and our teacher forced us, he said we would fail the class if we did not go see this person's presentation downtown. He was a special guest somewhere. And it turned out to be Joseph Campbell. Do you guys know about him? He's an old, really smart guy about myths and old history and things like that, a really genius guy. And his whole presentation was on the 78 cards of this tarot deck. And I didn't know what that was at the time. And it was on Halloween. And I wanted to it was in the evening at 7 o'clock at night. I'm all about the parties and going out. I got to put my outfit on and go out to the Halloween parties. And I have to sit there or else fail the class and listen to this guy go through 78 cards one by one. And I was about to stand up and scream and lose my mind. Like, this is so stupid. I can't believe it. And I look back and I'm like, what an idiot. I sat and watched Joseph Campbell's tarot presentation. What an absolute jewel of a gift of being in that presence of that person that had all the knowledge and the ancient mythological wisdom. And all I was doing is thinking about getting out there and getting on my Halloween costume and getting to the party. So I look back now and I'm like, wow. Oh man. But I was not ready to hear. I didn't have the capacity to receive that information at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I look back and I kind of like, yeah, give myself a break, but at the same time, just beat myself up for not paying attention and really soaking that in. But it didn't mean anything to me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, if I could go see him, amazing. But I'm pretty sure he's dead. So it's not going to happen.
Is he the guy who wrote the book, The Hero's Journey?
He's written a lot of books.
Okay.
Mostly mythology. Yeah, it probably is.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph Campbell, yeah, you can look him up. He's incredible. And I can say I saw him in person, but I didn't really see him.
Too soon.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
You definitely have to be in a certain place to receive what comes to you. I mean, that reminds me of just several different instances that are very similar. And it, you know, I may say missed opportunity, but really it just was not the right time. It's like the toy you used to play with, and it's got to be the right shape that fits in the right slot, or you just don't, it just don't go. It wasn't the right time.
Mhm.
You guys make me want to get a tarot deck, though. I want to learn more about this.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
It's fun.
Peace, health, and abundance. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe, like, leave a comment below, ask a question, or share your story. Check out my audio courses: Human Design Basics, Intermediate and Advanced, Human Design Projector Masterclass, and Elemental Balancing course. You can listen to the first lesson of each course for free. Once purchased, stream as much as you like and learn at your own pace. Check out the testimonials from happy students. Join the League of Wanderers community. You can join on the weekly community and support calls. You can book one-on-one personal human design reading and coaching calls with me. You can join us on the Insight Timer app for stress release movement classes and Q&A sessions. There is a newsletter you can sign up for, and there are my free ebooks to download. My merch web shop is available if you would like to get my original artwork and designs printed on a variety of high-quality products. You can also contact me for commissions and graphic design work. Last but not least, you can follow me on Instagram. All the mentioned services and offerings can be found on icreatelines.com, and also check out the description of the video for more details. If you have any questions of any kind, if you would like to collaborate, if you want to come on a podcast, or you have suggestions and feedback, don't hesitate to contact me. I wish everyone peace, health, and abundance.